Oh my God.
Oh, thank you. Very excited. Thank you very much.
Oh, so amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I was very excited when I saw your name pop up. As we know, I don't get to judge, so but I have my favorites.
Oh,
And I know,
that's so sweet.
well, you and I have like talked so much, and I know you've been actually really dedicated to improving your application and getting feedback, and you've applied several times. So I was actually just stoked because also I know your business and I know it's great and I know what
Oh, good.
in your
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
innovation.
I did. It was great being able to get in touch and then get feedback because then it helped me kind of know that it was at least going in the right direction, you
Yeah.
know? So don't give up and just keep going. Yeah.
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 Oh, I love that. So good. So we better start out by telling everyone who you are and what you do.
Okay. I'm Farina. I design mostly custom jewelry, and I tend to design for rule breakers and story makers. So people who want something that's a little bit different to what they might see in chain stores and shopping mall windows.
That is so cool. I love it. And what will you spend your grant money on?
So I have developed a like an AI powered engagement ring idea generator. And so it's like a questionnaire that people fill in and they tell me, well, they tell the AI a little bit about their relationship and their partner. And then it generates ideas for their engagement ring, text-based at the moment. Um, but it's done in a way where it's written as if in the same process that I would use, which is quite different to what a traditional jewelry store would use. It's very much focused on story and using the story as the centerpiece for the design.
Yeah, it's so cool. And that's what I love about your brand. I mean, I know I remember when I was shopping for an engagement ring, I was like, I just don't want like the same thing everyone else has, I was just, and it's so funny because I remember at one stage, when all of your girlfriends get married, and we were having a bit of a laugh because it's like everyone's ring was exactly the same, you
Yeah.
know?
And
And
then
which is
everyone's
fine.
comparing. They're saying, "Oh, this is the diamond I got, and it's this color and this size. How big's yours?"
Yeah.
And that's not something that really speaks to everybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
and not what
gosh.
it's about. Like, I mean, sure, it is for some people when that's fine, but that's why I love your business and your brand so much because it's so personal and you do take so much care and consideration around people's stories and what they want and, crafting a piece, whether it's engagement or whether it's something else, that they will have forever and they will be able to tell the story around. So it's just,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then to like innovate with AI and bring that to the table, I just think that's so cool and so awesome for a jewelry designer.
Well, the AI component really allowed it to become bigger than it was before because it was a process that I'd been using, but I
Mm.
was unable to scale it because whenever someone would fill in the form, I would sit there for half an hour writing up these ideas for them. And it just wasn't something that I could use, like I could promote with ads. It wasn't something I
Mhm.
could use as a lead magnet, and now it is, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's so smart because yeah, you're right. Like especially when you're in a industry or whatever where it is so hands-on and it is a real artisan skill that you have, like that sales component of actually doing that for every person, you kind of look at that business model and go, when it's bespoke, how do you scale it? And so that's why I think it's genius because you've leveraged new technologies to make you scalable, which is cool.
Yeah, thanks, AI.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, talk to me about the grant application process. What was that like for you?
I mean, the application process itself is, I mean, it's easy and it's hard depending on how you look at it, because for me, the easy part is writing. For me, the
Mm,
hard part is filming a video. Whereas for other people, it might be the other way around.
mm,
Um, so it was really good to kind of have both elements, which allows people with different skill sets and preferences to kind of come through in their interview in different ways. Um, so it was it was a good process. I applied a few times. I think I was on my fourth or fifth time. Um, and each time I emailed afterwards and asked for feedback, and it was great because you were really helpful with the feedback, and you said it was good, just keep going. Um,
Well, it was funny because I saw, so last round, I saw that you got shortlisted because
mm,
what the judges normally do, because there's like been about 80 to 100 applications each round. Usually what they do is they'll shortlist like their top 10 or whatever and then make a decision from there. I think that's kind of how they kind of look at it and cull people and then kind of try and whittle it down. And I'd seen that you were on the shortlist and I was like, oh no, okay, it's obviously you're just like bang on the money. It was just that round. So because I think in the earlier rounds I might have said, you know, angle this way a little bit more or whatever. Then last round I was like, nah, I think you're just so onto it. So
yeah, and
yeah, it's good.
I had changed the URL of the Storysmith link. I changed the URL and
Oh,
it stopped working.
oh no, that's right.
And so
Yeah.
whatever they were looking at was just they would have just gone to a URL that didn't work. So it's a
Oh,
bit
well,
sad.
and that isn't that wild too. So obviously the story and video you had was strong enough that you got shortlisted, but maybe that was the thing that didn't quite get across the line last time, and then now you did. So it's like,
I
oh,
felt so silly, but
oh,
anyway,
it's
check
all
your
right.
URLs. Don't change them after the fact. That's a good tip.
That's a great tip.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh, I love it so much. I mean, yeah, I just think what you're doing is amazing. I love your innovation, your creativity, your business, your brand. I think it's so cool. And I'm just, yeah, so happy that we can support you with the Spark grant. And I can't wait to hear more about how it all unfolds.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really excited about that because I'm going to use the funds to develop the funnel a little bit more and test
Awesome.
advertising to get
Yes.
stuff out there.
That's so cool. And that's it. Like, you know, you found a way to make things scalable. Now you can turn it into a funnel. And that's what the grant's all about, right? It's like, how do you get extra cash to grow, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
So
love
thank
that, you know,
you.
oh my God, anytime. Well, you'll have to keep us updated. I'm very excited to hear how it all goes. We'll have to get you on like a future episode of the podcast, like, you know, maybe 6 to 12 months to reflect on how it all went.
Yeah, thank you. I'm
Amazing.
excited.
Awesome. Thanks, Farina, and
Thank you.
congratulations again.
Thank you.